Please be seated because there is urgent news to be reported. A commotion has just broken out over the disclosure that the US government plans to sell a whopping $130 million worth of cryptocurrencies. The already fragile market could be even more rattled by this revelation. Remember that the market crash of recent weeks has not yet been overcome. Things become intriguing though at this point. Cryptocurrencies are going to hurt Shiba Inu more than any other breed. Inquisitive are you? Allow me to elucidate everything to you in greater depth, so stay tuned. I will now wait. The government's decision to sell the $130 million worth of Bitcoin that was seized is linked to a procedure that was authorized by the court in relation to the Silk Road case. Forfeiture of cryptocurrency linked to Silk Road investigations was approved by a Maryland judge in August of last year. The decision was officially put into action in December of last year, which led to the impending sale of the confiscated Bitcoin. However, where does the US government even start when it comes to acquiring cryptocurrency? Starting a formal investigation into wrongdoing is the initial stepping stone on the road to the US government owning cryptocurrency. Investigators must track the digital footprints of Bitcoin transactions linked to illicit enterprises. The court will initiate the procedure to seek authorization to seize assets, including cryptocurrencies, if enough evidence has been gathered. After obtaining court approval, the law enforcement agency takes steps to confiscate the found cryptocurrency, such as freezing digital wallets or obtaining control of private keys. The next step is to take legal action which confirms the seizure of the assets by the court. Also at this period, individuals found guilty of criminal offences, criminal trials that may also include forfeiture proceedings. Sentencing options include fines and jail time should they be proved guilty. Then the total worth of the confiscated cryptocurrency is determined by adding its market value as of the time of seizure. Once the cryptocurrency has been seized, the disposal of it will be determined by the authorities. The decision might lead to the cryptocurrency being sold on the market, put up for auction, or converted into regular currency in some other way. If the government plans to sell or otherwise dispose of the cryptocurrency in question, the public is notified of this. In order to provide those who have a legitimate stake in the confiscated assets a chance to make their case, the government then has the responsibility of moving the earnings from the sale of the coin into its own coffers. After that point, the funds are utilized for various purposes, such as covering the expenses of law enforcement, compensating victims, or other purposes that have been designated. Nevertheless, let's circle back to the video's most crucial news story. The sale of $130 million has been authorized by the US government. Funds and the data presented here does not bode well for our situation. This is something that you need to understand. Digging more into the present climate of the cryptocurrency sector, also called the cryptocurrency market, requires us to recognize the challenging terrain we are in. There has been a fall in the market and a hard rebound after the latest approval of the Bitcoin exchange traded fund. Information suggests the present cryptocurrency slump might get far worse after the US government agreed to sell $130 million worth of Bitcoin. Since the selling of such a large number of Bitcoin could further strain an already extremely stressed market, investors and enthusiasts are closely watching how this scenario unfolds. A potential impact on prices and investor confidence is a matter of concern, as it could further complicate the already challenging task of returning to previous market highs. Someone has brought this potential to light. A number of factors, including the intricacy of the cryptocurrency market and external influences like the government's asset sales, contribute significantly to the shaping of its trajectory. Consequently, everyone involved is completely cognizant of what's going on. The news that the US government intends to sell $130 million worth of cryptocurrency is hurting the market as a whole. It will have a disproportionately large effect on Shiba Inu. Envision a roller coaster with thrilling and terrifying moments as the price of a Shiba Inu. This trip has gotten very crazy as of late. First of all, the excitement was out of this world when the value of Shiba Inu soared, leading to the removal of a zero from its price. Those that were excited were preparing for a thrilling adventure, anticipating significant benefits down the road. Nonetheless, many were disappointed when, seemingly out of nowhere, the roller coaster took an unexpected dive. Just like when you fasten your seatbelt for an exciting journey, you never know when the roller coaster will abruptly send you hurtling downhill. Despite everything that was frustrating, there was a glimmer of hope. The Shiba Inu started to slowly climb, making it seem like the roller coaster was finally turning around. The comfort felt by the Shiba Inu community restored their faith and happiness. Now that the ride had veered back to its original course, everyone were ready for what was ahead. And then, as the anticipation was starting to build, it was announced that the US government plans to sell an astounding $130 million worth of Bitcoin. At this opportunity, the Shiba Inu community lets out a collective moan. Just when you thought you were having a good time on the roller coaster, the operator would interrupt and say, "Hold on, we're adding more unexpected loops." It was an incredibly painful ordeal. This announcement just added fuel to the fire of growing frustration. The community was once again battling with uncertainty despite having just recently recovered its composure. The experience is the same as being on a roller coaster that can't determine if it will be a smooth ride or a series of sudden drops. Many people find that cryptocurrencies, and Shiba Inus in particular, can wreak havoc on their emotions, making them feel both happy and irritated at different moments. Now that they've made it this far on this roller coaster, the community is preparing for what they hope will be an easier and more predictable road ahead. Furthermore, there is something of paramount importance that I would want to highlight for your consideration. Bitcoin will make up the entirety of the US government's planned 130 million US cryptocurrency sale. Nonetheless, it's still possible that it will impact the Bitcoin market overall. While at first glance it may seem that the sale of a single asset would not significantly affect the cryptocurrency market, a closer look at the interdependent nature of the cryptocurrency ecosystem indicates otherwise. Think of the Bitcoin market as a tightly knit fabric. Pulling on a single thread may cause the whole cloth to ache from the strain. When it comes to Shiba Inu, the current market conditions are particularly hard to predict. Cryptocurrency prices tend to move in tandem, and major events like a steep sell-off can send shockwaves through the entire ecosystem. News of a major sell-off can cause a domino effect regardless of the specific cryptocurrency in question, because investors often respond to the mood of the market. Because of its integration into the broader cryptocurrency ecosystem, the Shiba Inu coin might see price swings in response to market reactions to stories like these. What a huge ocean it must seem like to a little boat. When major catastrophes occur, the resulting waves may seem to be concentrated on one area of the ocean, but in reality they can still be quite powerful. Even if Shiba Inu knew that all $130 million was Bitcoin, it wouldn't stop the cryptocurrency from seeing its value plummet in the near future. Since many cryptocurrency investors react in unison to market news, this interconnectedness may make the market more sensitive to such developments. Keep in mind that this is just the start. United States government is starting to unload the money it received from the Silk Road case, as is becoming more apparent as the story unfolds. The extraordinary total number of Bitcoin seized